Hey everybody, and welcome back to my Minecraft Forge modding tutorial guide series. Today I'm going to be moving on to we're going to create some tools, some redstone tools, and a bunch of other stuff. As you can see, I installed the latest version of Eclipse that was just released in the past maybe week or so, I'm guessing. Kepler. It's not a really big update, but you might as well update to it as so you have the latest version. So I'm gonna open up my project here. We're gonna get ourselves started. Got lots of coding to do today. We're gonna get down and dirty, and it's gonna be fantastic. Oh yeah. All right. So I'm gonna unplug these headphones. There we go. Okay, so this is where we left off. We had redstone main. We created our first package and class file. Let's just find it here. We are right here at the bottom. So we did that, and everything is good to go. So now what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna start doing some stuff that we need to do. First thing that we have to do is before our public class, I'm going to do it like this. We got a few things we have to code in first before our mod is going to actually be even registered as a mod. So we're going to define basic information for the mod. Okay. So this, we need to type @mod. Now, don't worry, mod is going to have a red line under it. We will deal with that after we've typed the line. So we're going to go mod. So you want to put parentheses, mod ID, or modid. You wanted to say that. It's equal to, in this case, I'm calling it redstone underscore tutorial. That can be whatever you want it to be. Then it's the name of your mod. So like for food cultures, it's from my food cultures mod, it's called food cultures and so on and so forth. So redstone tutorial. There we go. Fantastic. Now, next one, we got two more to do. We're going to do the name of our mod. And the name is going to be equal to redstone tutorial in this case. Again, if your mod name is food cultures, but there's a space. Mod ID as far as I know, cannot have any spaces. Name can have spaces. And then we got the version. So the version, basically the version of the code that we're working with. We're going to do just basic version 1.0.0. Nothing special. You do not need a semicolon on the end. Now, to fix all these errors, you would want to hover your mouse over mod, and then Eclipse will say, here's 3 quick fixes, create the annotation, but we're just going to import mod from FML common mod. There you go, fixes the error. Fantastic. Now, we got another one to define. We need to define the client and server-side requirements. So we're going to go define client and server side requirements. Okay, so for this is @network_mod, parentheses, client side required is equal to true. And then we got a comma, server side required is equal to false. There we go. Again, no semicolon at the end of that line either. Hover your mouse over network mod, import it, FML common network mod. That should fix all the errors, and it should all be good and fantastic. All right. So we've done all that stuff. Now we can actually get into creating some items. This is what you guys came here for. Okay, so so what we're going to start with is we're going to declare some variables for our tools. So I'm going to say this is defining our tools. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to type in public static item. We're also going to have to import item as well. And we're going to type in the name of our tools. So redstone sword. Now these names can be, these are what we're creating right now is variables. So these can be whatever you want them to be, but it's easier when you're creating your mod if they actually resemble each other throughout the code, so you actually know exactly what you're working with when you're working with it. So redstone, I've always formatted my variables this way: lowercase in the first word, uppercase in the second word, and uppercase in the third word, and so on and so forth. Again, we're gonna import item. Now with this one, there's two of them. There's this one here, the cpw.mods.fml.common, and then there's net.minecraft.item. We want net.minecraft.item because using the other one, it isn't going to work. So we're going to click that. It's going to import it. Now, what we're just going to do, I'm just going to copy this for the axe, the hoe, the shovel, and the pickaxe. And we'll just change these. So redstone axe, hoe, shovel, and pickaxe. There we go. So those are all changed. Fantastic. Done. Now, another thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to define a material. Now, since we're working with tools have a material, right? They are made out of stone or gold or diamond, so on and so forth, iron. So we have to create a material for our tools. To do that, so just going to create a little comment here. It says define our material. And we're gonna, because this is a new material, there's no material called redstone yet, so we're gonna create it. Or if you're doing it like, or if you're doing anything else, like if you're doing quartz weapons, you're creating a quartz material. Okay, so public static enum tool material. Then the variable name for it. So I'm just gonna call this in redstone, make it simple. Is equal to enum helper dot add tool material. Now, see, so when I chose, so if I go back here, helper dot add tool material, when it pulls up a function like that, and I press enter on it, it's gonna pull it in, and then it's going to give us, it's going to tell us everything that we need to know that goes into this into this function that we need to fill out. These are all the parameters that are with it that are in the add tool material. So the first thing it wants is a name. So for a name, we're just going to call it redstone. Harvest level, we're going to give it 3. Now, to explain this stuff a little bit more, I'll save this file. If we go over into our items package here, so net.minecraft.item, I'm pretty sure it's in here. Enum armor material, enum tool material right here. Let's open that up. Okay, so it's got some predefined ones here: wood, stone, iron, emerald, gold for materials. And it's giving you all these different values here. So the material, the level of the material, this tool can harvest 3. So diamond. So what you pick as your material is going to tell you what the maximum you can mine. So so if you want to be able to mine diamond with your pickaxe, for example, then you're gonna choose 3. If you want no more than iron, which is like stone, you're gonna choose 2. 1 for stone and 0 for iron and gold, which is what iron is, isn't it? Iron has a level. Let's see. It's the second one. So iron, they gave 250 for iron. So I'm not sure why they did that. But anyway, moving on. So that's the harvest level, the max uses. So how many times you can use it before it breaks? It's a very simple thing. Efficiency on proper material, which is number 5. See if I can find that in here. Max uses. The strength of blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the strength of this tool's material against blocks which it is effective against. So efficiency on proper material, that's what that is. Damage versus entities is the damage versus entities. And then the next one is to find the natural enchantability factor of the item. I'm basically working. I modified or maybe I just chose this one right here. Oh, okay. So the materials, they don't have the name on them. So this here is the harvest level. So iron is 2, emerald is 3. So iron is up to 2, emerald is 3, so on and so forth. So that's basically what we're changing here. I'm gonna make it 3. Max uses, I'm gonna make that 1561. Efficiency. Now this is a float. This number is a float. So efficiency. I'm gonna go 8.0 F. So F is going to make sure that it's a float and it's not just a number. And next one's a float as well as the damage. I'm going to go 3.0 F. So it's going to cause 3 hearts damage. And enchantability, 10. I'm going to go with that. Semicolon at the end. And you should be almost good to go. Next thing you got to do is you got to import the enum tool material. Import. Done. Now we can get on into our pre-init function. So at pre-init. Now I've had some problems with importing this function or importing the pre-init. Is it actually going to work this time? Maybe it is. Okay, so public void pre-init. We're going to call the function pre-init. And we got to give it a parameter of FML initialization event. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the end. There we go. Created the function. Now we're going to fix all these errors. We're going to fix these 2 errors. See, it's not... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go over to my code over here, and I'm just going to grab... Actually, let's try this and see if this works. Yeah, see, that's where it's importing it from. We're just going to go from there. I'm just going to grab the import from over here. For some reason, it's not giving us the option to import right from the script. So you can have it might work for you, but it's it's import space cpw.mods.fml.common.mod with a capital M .preinit with a capital P and a capital I. That's how you import that. There we go. So that's imported. Fantastic. Now we just got to import our pre-initialization. Change to post pre-initial. Oh, I spelled it wrong. There we go. It imported it for me but if not, you just, so if I delete this here. I just want to make sure that nobody gets lost. So then you can go import FML pre-initialization event. That's going to import it for us. Okay, at this point, you should have no errors except for these ones that we started with. You should be good to go that way. So now that we're in this function, now we can start doing all the good stuff, all the important stuff, which is the settings for our tools and all this other fantastic stuff. So we're going to start with another comment, settings for our tools. Now, we created all these variables here, so we're basically going to work with these. Okay, so redstone sword is equal to new. Now, we're going to be creating a bunch of classes for all these tools where we can adjust different settings. So right now, so this equals new is the name of that class, which is going to be tool redstone tool redstone sword. Now, remember, I'll say this. This name can be whatever you want it to be, but I'm naming things to keep everything organized so we can easily tell what we're working with when we're working with it. Now, we're going to have two parameters. We're going to have our ID parameter. I'm going to go with 1,000 to be safe. You can look at the IDs for all the other items, but you also have to factor in other mods possibly being used at the same time as yours. So you got to kind of mix it up a little bit. And then we're going to give it our material, which is going to be redstone. So we're going to type in redstone in there. And then that part is done. Now we would go dot set unlocalized name, unlocalized name, and we're going to give it name of redstone underscore tutorial colon redstone underscore sword. Now, in previous versions of Minecraft, what this was for was what all this did. Actually, maybe I'll change it to that. No, I'll keep things the same. Okay, so basically, so in previous versions of Minecraft 1.5.2 at least, what they did with this, oh, excuse me, you set the unlocalized name to set up the texture path, so you didn't have to. So if you weren't creating your own custom function, your own custom classes for each item, then it would work. But since we're not doing that, we're doing things differently, and this is 1.6. This here no longer works, so we got to do it a different way, and we will do that. Let's just see what this error is. So it's not finding. Oh, right. Forgot. We got to put double quotes around that because it's a name. Sorry about that. Redstone. Why isn't that importing? It should be our name of our tool material. Oh, capital S on redstone. I'm gonna bring that to a lowercase. There, fixes that. We'll worry about this error after we have dealt with all the others, and I'm actually gonna fix my environment here. There we go. All right. So now I'm just gonna copy this, and we're gonna fuck it. I'll just type it. So redstone hoe, our axe is the next one, is equal to new tool redstone axe. Again, an ID of some sort. I'm just gonna go 1000, 1001, 1002, so on and so forth. call it redstone. Give it a material of redstone. Dot set unlocalized name, and that's reds in double quotes. Redstone underscore tutorial. Redstone underscore axe. There we go. Again, we'll deal with the other error after, because basically, okay, the reason why those errors are there is because we haven't created those class files yet, so it's wondering where the hell they are. But we will create them afterwards, one by one, and get this figured out and working. Okay, now the next one is redstone hoe. Redstone hoe is equal to new tool redstone hoe 1002 is going to be our ID, and then redstone is going to be our material. Set unlocalized name redstone underscore. Again, I keep forgetting those double quotes. Redstone underscore tutorial redstone underscore hoe. Done. Next one is redstone shovel is going to be equal to tool redstone shovel 1003 redstone as the material dot set unlocalized name. Then the unlocalized name is redstone underscore tutorial colon redstone underscore shovel. There we go. Making great progress. Okay, so if you're having issues keeping up, just pause the video, finish, start it again, because I may be going fast for some people, but I just don't want to make this video like 30 minutes long or 40 minutes long when it doesn't need to be. Okay, last one, we got to do the redstone pickaxe. So redstone pickaxe is equal to new tool redstone shovel. All right, I just had a phone call come in. Anyway, so continuing on, 1004 is going to be our ID. Redstone is our material. Dot set unlocalized name. Double quotes. Redstone, capital S on stone, underscore tutorial colon redstone underscore shovel. Alrighty. Now, do I want to do? Yeah, I'll do the rest of this file, and then we'll worry about the other stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna register our tools. This is fun. This is fantastic. Okay, so so we're gonna register the items, and then we're gonna set their name for the game for each of our items. That's what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna do game registry, game registry. Okay. So we're gonna get an error with game registry as well because we need to import it. But we will do that afterwards after we created the first one. So we want to register an item. So we're gonna go register item. Now it's gonna give us a bunch of functions. It's gonna give us two different functions to call on. I'm not gonna bother with them. I'm just gonna do it myself. Okay, it's gonna put it in for me. Thanks. I guess that's fine. That works. So the item. So with the item. So the first parameter is the item that we are wanting to register. So this is going to be redstone, and it's going to give us a bunch of options from what we've defined, and we're going to go sword, and then the name, we're just going to do the same thing as the variable name, redstone. I'll do capital S, redstone sword. Redstone sword. There we go. We've, okay, so it actually imported Game Registry for us. Yep, it did it right there. But if not, again, hover over it. cpw.mods.fml.common.registry.gameregistry is what you need to import. I'm pretty sure there's only one of them, so it's just hover over Game Registry, click import. Next one is language registry. So language registry. Now this is the one where we're gonna set the name. So we're gonna do .add name, object to name. So again, this is the object that we want to name. So this is redstone sword, and then the name. So the name has to be in double quotes, and we're gonna call it redstone sword. Okay. So now I'm just gonna copy this over and over again. So that's for the axe. That's for the hoe, shovel, pickaxe. Now I'm just going to grab my variables here. No, don't want to change the first one. And then this is axe. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. This is the hoe, redstone shovel, do up the pickaxe, and there we go. We're done with that part. Fantastic. Oh, God, it's fantastic. Again, language registry, you may have to import that as well, depending, you know. It's kind of hit or miss when it imports the stuff automatically, like it has been. But the language registry is the same thing as game registry, except for instead of .game registry, it's .language registry. So it's those two right there that we just imported. All right. So now we're done with that. Now we're going to define our recipes for our tools. So for now, we're just going to have them crafted with redstone dust, but we're going to create some custom items for crafting as well. So define recipes for tools. So now this, we're going to use game registry .add recipe. We want the one with the item stack. So we want that one there. So basically, it's good. We have to define output and parameters. So output is going to be what it's going to create, and the parameters are what it needs to make it. So output is going to be, we're going to type in new item stack. That's going to give us an error as well. It needs to be imported. So basically, what an item stack says is create a new item stack of this item. So that's what we're doing is we're creating a new item stack. So we're going to go redstone sword. We named our variable with a capital S, so redstone sword. There we go. And now the parameters, I'll just select those, delete them. Now, this is where you might get a little bit confused, but don't worry. Just follow this carefully and you'll be fine. So now we want to do new object, square brackets. You don't need to put anything inside them. Just put the two square brackets to open and close it. And then you want to then space, curly bracket. Might as well put the other one in as well, and then go inside the two of them. And we're going to create 3 sets of double quotes. So set 1, set 2, and set 3. We're going to start with this. So basically, so the first set of parentheses is the top row of the crafting table. The second is the second row, and the third is the third row. So, like for the pickaxe, we would have redstone dust all the way across the dust. So the first one we're going to say is RR. It's going to be RRR. So that's going to say redstone across the top, and then we would have stick in the middle of the other two for sticks. We're doing the sword first, so that's reds. So you have to put the spaces in for each line, okay? Okay, that's just being a douche. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna. So since we're doing the sword, we want to have redstone dust in the middle. So you're gonna go space R space. Go down to the next one, space R space, and the last one is space S space. Now, you might ask, how does it know what R and S is? Well, we are going to tell it what R and S is in the next few parameters. So after we've done that, now you want to use single quotes for these. We're going to go R, and then we're going to go another comma, space. Now, since we put quotes, or we put single quotes, what it's going to do, the next parameter is going to be what the R is equal to. So we're going to do item dot, and we got to find redstone. Okay, so I guess it would just be redstone item. Yeah. We'll be able to try this in game. So now item redstone, and now we want to do stick. So S inside single quotes, comma. Next one is item dot stick. And then there we go. We finished our first one. All we gotta do is import this item stack. Import item stack from net.minecraft.item. So as you can see, I'll post this code somewhere, but please do it yourself first. You're not going to learn how to do this if you just copy my code that I've written and just go with it, or just copy and paste the sections out. Do it yourself so you can learn how to do it. That's why I do videos and not text tutorials, because one, I don't like writing a lot, even though I'm writing a lot of code. I have to write all the code plus the article, but I don't like writing a lot, and I like video more, and I don't want people just copying and pasting code instead of actually doing it, because I am a person who does that when I read a text tutorial. I just get suckered into to doing that. So now we're going to do the recipes for all the rest. Add recipe, new item stack. Redstone axe is the next one. And now new, there we go. New object, square brackets, curly bracket, double quote, double quote, double quote, double quote, double quote, double quote, cap it off at the end. There we go. Now the first one, so this is the axe, right? So for the first one, for the axe, for the first line, we want it in the top left and right hand corner. So we're gonna do RR space. So it's going to say the first and second boxes are going to have redstone. So the next one's just going to be stick. So stick space or space S space S space, and then define them just like we did before. So within single quotes, put our letter, and then comma. Next one is item dot redstone, and then S single quote S comma item dot stick. There we go. I'm just going to start copying this. So that's for the hoe, shovel, pickaxe. So you can find multiple different recipes for the same thing, but it's not that's not really logical. But you can do it if you so choose. Shovel, and this is the pickaxe. Now for the hoe, we just have one R in the middle and 2 sticks. It's all set up, ready to go. Now the next one is the shovel. No, the hoe has the... we did the axe wrong. The axe is like that. So R, 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 S, S. So that the top 2 are R, and then the one below is R, is redstone as well. The hoe is R, R. Okay, there we go. Almost screwed up there. There we go. All the recipes are defined. If you have questions about the recipes, post in the comments down below, and I will try my best to explain it further. Yeah, there we go. So we've done everything except for we haven't created those classes yet, which is what we're going to do now. So we can hover over redstone and we can click create class. Now it's going to ask us where we want to. So it's going to tell us the source folder, the package that we want to put it in. We're going to create a new package called tool. So we're going to go redstone. So it should have your main package name already in there, and you can just go add .tool to the end of it. It's going to lock the name in. So doing it this way is going to make it so that you know that you've typed them in both correctly and that they're both the same. Click finish. It's created it. Bam, done. Now, the first thing we need to do is on our public class tool redstone sword, we need to extend item capital I, sword capital S. Oh, not extend, extends. Sorry. Import item sword from net.minecraft.item. There you go. And then it's going to give us an error on here because we need to create a constructor for the redstones for all of our parameters and stuff. There we go. So basically, the constructor is a function that can call on behalf of the class. So over here, when we did this here, we did redstone sword, tool redstone sword. We got to import it. There we go. So when we did... Okay, fine, it's not working right now. So when we did tool item redstone here, sword here, even though we're calling the class, it's going to refer to this function for the parameters, since we don't have parameters on the class, and we can't have parameters in the class. Now, there's one more thing that we got to do. We got to create one more. We got to do one more thing in here. So we're going to type @side only. Parentheses side dot client. Alrighty. And then we need to go down below that and go public public void register icons icon register, and then a name for it. We're just going to call it register to make it simple, and then do that, open it up. There we go. Now we're going to have a few errors. We're going to fix these right away. Side only, import side only, icon register, import icon register. There we go. All the errors are cleaned up. And we need to, so basically this is where we're going to register the icon. Now the way items work is they have the icon, which is usually by default a 16 by 16 pixel image, which is also used for the actual item when you're holding it in your hand. So it's just blown up. So that's why you get that pixelated look, but it's still not really clean and all that stuff. So it's cool how they do it. So now as you get a bigger texture, it gets more and more less pixelated. So So we're going to define the textures, and then we're going to do the textures after this. So we're going to go this dot item icon. Should be able just to do that. Is equal to register dot register icon. Now we need to give it a string. We're going to give it the same string that we did over here in our main class file of Redstone tutorial Redstone sword. And I'll explain this later about how this actually works. And as you can tell, I'm starting to get a little bit hoarse, but I'm almost finished. Redstone sword. There we go. So we finished this off. We've done one tool so far. Let's go import this. It's actually going to do it this time. Yes, it did it. Fantastic. So we're going to do the same thing on the next one. We're going to create tool Redstone Axe, and we're going to put it in tool and click finish. And then the same thing applies here. We need to we're going to go extends item axe. Okay, we're going to import axe from net.minecraft.item, and then add the constructor. There we go. We can delete that comment there. It's, we don't need it in there. And now we're going to do our at side only. At side only. I'm just going to copy it and paste it in. Just to speed things up. There we go. I'm not sure how long this tutorial is actually going to be. And the only thing that we need to change is the string of the register icon, which is always going to be redstone underscore tutorial redstone underscore, and then whatever the tool is. So in this case, we're going to say axe, capital A. Keep things the same. Now we're going to go side only, import, side, import, and icon register, import as well. Done. Save, close. It's already imported it for us. Fantastic. That's great. Now, the next one, create the class tool redstone hoe. In the package, redstone.tool. So basically, we're just creating different packages to better sort out our things. So we'll have one for tools, one for items, one for blocks, and so on and so forth. So we don't get stuff mixed together and then we can't fix anything later. So this is going to be item hoe. And we are going to import hoe and then add the constructor. We're going to delete that comment, and then we're going to paste in that line again. We're going to import side only, import side, import icon register, and change sword to hoe. Actually, I'm going to check the sword if I actually did that correctly. Yeah, I put a lowercase s on, capital S. There we go. That one's done as well. On to the next one. Actually, this is giving us a little bit of grief here. It cannot be resolved. We'll look at that later. We'll figure that out. So we're gonna create class tool.redstone shovel dot tool. Same stuff. Now the shovel is where things change slightly. Okay, Notch is Canadian just like me, but for whatever reason, he's called the shovel a spade. So it's item spade, not item shovel. And then we're going to import item spade, add the constructor, and there we go. Add in our little function, import. You guys can just copy this too, because it's same thing over and over again. Unless you want to type it so you can get it down pat. So then you know, you can do that as well. This is our shovel. Save and close. Pickaxe isn't done yet. Okay, I'm going to look at these errors and see why we're getting them. Redstone axe cannot be resolved. Redstone sword. Okay, I'm going to do a project clean. We're going to clean our project. There we go. Fixed itself. Now, for some reason, it's not saying that we're having a problem with pickaxe here, which is really weird. Because apparently we haven't created this yet. But apparently we have. It's not in my code anywhere else. Oh, no, this function, it's saying that we've created this function. It's grabbing it. Oh, it's grabbing the shovel, that's why. So change that to pickaxe. There we go. And now we want to create the class redstone pickaxe in the same spot as all the others. Redstone_tutorial.tool. Extends item pickaxe. And we're going to import item pickaxe. Import the constructor. Paste in our function. Import all the stuff we need to import. And then change sword to pickaxe. So now the code is done. We finished off the code. And all we need to do now is create our textures. So this is where that default resource pack is coming in. So I'm just going to shove our code down there. Extract this. This is basically going to give us a template for all of our textures. I'm going to open up our Forge folder first. I'm going to set up where all these are going to go. So we want to go into your folder, go into go to MCP, go into Source, Minecraft. Now this is where they're going to go. They're going to go in here. So now we need to create. Let's see. Let's go back to our code for a second. So we've redstone tutorial. I might change this to redstone tut actually, or just take out the space because we already have a folder called redstone tutorial. We shouldn't have that in here as well. And the same thing with all of these. We should change these here like that. So just select them all, open them up, and modify that. Close. There we go. One more to go, and then actually, about the axe, I'm not quite sure on that one. If that one, yeah, it deleted too many characters. Put the E back in. Save. Close. Redstone's good. All right. So here we want to create a folder called Redstone Tutorial. Since that's what we put here, so that's what we want as well. I guess we didn't want it here. Right. We could have done it the other way. Oh my god. Okay. So first we want to create a folder called Assets. Sorry about this. Assets. Now within this folder, we want to create a new folder called Redstone Tutorial. I'm not going to revert all that. I've already done it. So let's do Redstone Tutorial. But you should just make sure that they're the same. You know, it's just better to do it that way. And then now you want to go into that folder, create a folder called Textures. Go into that folder and create a folder called Blocks. Okay, we don't need that anymore. We got that. just go into the resource pack and look at it here. Assets, textures, blocks. Yeah. Okay, so blocks. Create another folder for items, and that's all we're working with right now. We're not working with any of these other things that are here. It's basically just items and blocks. So now we're gonna go into we're doing items. So we're gonna go into items. Now they've from 1.5.2 or from 1.5 they changed the file names of some of the items. So all the tools, instead of it being diamond sword, it's so you got to search for diamond. It's diamond _ axe, so on and so forth. We're going to use the diamond tools as our template for our tools. So we're just going to select hoe, sword, shovel, pickaxe, and we will open those up in an editing program. I'm going to be using Photoshop. You can use GIMP for this. GIMP should have a pixel brush or a pencil of some sort. Photoshop has a pencil that I can use. It's under the brush. There we go. Okay, so let's start with the sword. Zoom in all the way. Get a nice big image of it. So we're just going to swap these colors out for red. So let's go like maybe there. Let's do this here. Very, very, very quick. We're not going to spend a terrible amount of time doing this. Darken it some more for this here. It should be darker than that. Should be almost black. But you can color them whatever you want or make your own custom textures. But I'm just going to do this easy way and do it that way. So we're going to have the middle color like this part right here, bright red. Oh, no, it didn't want that. I'm going to do it like that. And then we're going to darken it some for that middle color. Same thing in here. And then down there as well, and right there. There we go. So we've done our sword up. Very basic. I didn't really change much. Now we're going to save it. And we're going to save it to our textures folder. So Forge, MCP, source. Where is source? Source, Minecraft, assets, redstone tutorial, textures, items. Now, I'm just going to check our Eclipse code. So redstone _ sword. Okay, so it's the same thing as this, except for we have a capital S on sword. So sword and then redstone. There we go. Normal stuff. Now I've had problems creating my own texture files. So I've just opened up existing ones and deleted everything out and then recreated them. Or if I wanted to make them bigger, resized it and then made it. Because for some reason it wasn't working for me doing it the other way. Okay, so we need that dark color again. We'll use this one here. And I'm just going to color all this in. There we go. Go back over to this and select our other color. Brush, there we go. And now we want to make that like lighter like that for these ones right here. And then red for these ones right here. That one's done. Save that one as well in the same spot that we did before. Not default resource pack. We want to go to Forge, MCP, source, Minecraft, assets, redstone tutorial, textures, items. So let me see. I gotta go redstone, shovel, pickaxe. Let's zoom in. So we're gonna need this color here. What the hey? We'll just do one solid color throughout this one. There we go. Whatever. I'm not trying to be an artist here or anything. So let's just go redstone underscore. This is the pickaxe. So pickaxe. Now we need to do the hoe. And there we go. What the hell? Just do the rest just like this, just to get them done quickly, because they don't have to look fantastic. They just gotta look reasonably okay. Redstone, hoe, like that. One more to go, the axe, and then we should be able to launch Minecraft and everything should work. If not, we will look into it and fix it. It'd actually be cool to have errors in this. Okay, this one I gotta do it. I gotta do it the right way. I gotta. Lighten that up a smidgen. There we go. Okay, there we go. Axe is done. Redstone, axe, save. Okay, moment of truth. Back into Eclipse. Make sure everything's saved. And then click the run button. Now, since this is the first time of us running it, it's going to do the normal Forge stuff. Because I've never launched this yet, so we might. It's going to do. It's still going to show the missing texture thing, but I'm still trying to figure out why that's like that. Because on my mod, it loads the textures, but it says unable to load the textures. So let's go under mods, redstone tutorial. Look at that. It's in there. Fantastic. We're gonna create a new world. I'm just gonna make it creative. Grass as the seed. Let's go full screen with this baby. Alrighty. I'm not sure how long this tutorial is going to be, but I'd rather have it be super long and good. Okay, so it's being a complete retardo. Okay, there we go. So now we should be able to go into E. This might be very slow. I'm going to turn down a bunch of my settings. Short, max FPS, fast, off, decreased, clouds off, OpenGL on, off, VSync off. So at least it's not slow as hell since I'm recording this. Okay, so we're going to go into here. We should be able to go under... Oh, we didn't set creative tabs. We'll have to do that. I don't think I did that for my stuff either. So we're going to go in here and we're going to type in redstone. Okay, so yeah, it actually isn't finding any of our textures. So redstone, sword, axe, hoe, pickaxe, and so it's got 2 pickaxes. One does 4, one does 5. Okay, so let's go look at this. This is good. This allows us to troubleshoot. It's a good thing to know. Redstone pickaxe, blah, 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 blah. Why is it putting the redstone pickaxe in twice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's good. Oh, redstone axe and redstone pickaxe. Never mind. I'm guessing that's what those were. Okay, so it's not loading our textures. Let's find out why. Okay, so let's go into one of our tools. Let's go redstone axe. So it's looking in redstone tutorial :redstone _ axe. So I'm going to copy this. And let's go back into that folder and make sure that it's set up, that we got it set up correctly. See, the name was wrong. Redstone with no capital S on stone. Let's launch it again. And we should be good to go now. Should be loading our textures just fine. It might still say it over here. That way it's not loading the textures. And if it does, see, yep, still saying it. But let's go check for ourselves. Okay, just gonna make this bigger. There we go. Redstone, still not loading our textures. So yeah, no, it's saying pickaxe twice. So we got hoe, we got sword, axe, hoe. So it's for some reason it's saying that the shovel is the axe as well. That is weird. Okay. So redstone shovel. Let's clean the project again. So project, clean all projects. Okay, so we've done a clean on it. Let's take a look at this texture thing again. So you go over here, redstone. Let's copy that and let's make sure that's the same as well. So go into redstone tutorial, textures, items. Okay, that is the same. Okay, so we just gotta figure out why it's not loading our textures. I'll come back when I figured it out. All right, so I fixed both issues. All issues are fixed. It's working perfectly now. Okay, so the reason why redstone shovel or the pickaxes or the shovel was being called the redstone pickaxe was because redstone. I didn't change it here. Redstone. This should be redstone pickaxe instead of redstone shovel. Now, as far as the textures, were the textures working? I should have listened to my own stuff. This folder within the assets folder, so assets. This folder cannot have capitals. It's got to be all lowercase. See, because when you look down here, it's saying using missing texture, unable to load redstone tutorial textures, items, redstone pickaxe. Even though it actually is loading it, for whatever reason, it's saying that it's not. So yeah, there we go. Redstone tutorial. Bam. Okay, let's go. Let's load this up again. Actually, I don't even need to. It's right here. So there you go. All the tools are in. Pickaxe. Actually, yeah, that's gonna bug the fuck out of me if I don't fix that. Or if I don't. Here we go. Alrighty. Load it up. Only thing we got. So this tutorial has been an hour long. Sorry about that, but depth is the best thing. Redstone. There you go. Pickaxe, shovel, all working. So we're gonna grab one of each of these. There we go. So we got one of each of our tools. The shovel does what a shovel is supposed to do, and we're in creative, So things just okay. Well, let's try our recipes. Let's try doing a recipe. So let's go. We need a crafting table, and we need sticks and redstone. So let's get rid of all that crap. So let's get a stack of sticks instead of just one. And then we also need some redstone. Okay, so let's place that down. And we should be able to put 2 sticks in. And redstone. Bam, we get the... There we go. The hoe. The sword. All working. Now, the only thing I forgot to do was set the creative tabs. So you don't necessarily have to do this for the mod to work, but it's a good thing to do anyway. So on the end of where we're setting the settings for our tools, where we set the unlocalized name, before the semicolon, we're going to go dot set creative tab. Creative, nice if you spell it right. Creative tab, and then open parentheses, and there you're going to type in creative tabs dot tab. So this is the sword. So this is tab combat. So it's going to put it in the combat tab. And then we're going to do the same here. Set creative tab. Creative tabs dot tab. I spelled something wrong. This is the axe. This is just a tool, so we're going to go, should be tab tools. Fix my spelling error there. Set creative tab. There we go. Dot set creative tab. Creative tabs dot tab tools. Same thing here. Set creative tab. Creative tabs dot tab tools. Dot set creative tabs. Creative tab, not tabs. Creative tab. Creative tabs. Tabs dot tab tools. It's still creative tabs. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Awesome. So we're gonna relaunch the game. So basically, what that's it's gonna put it into the creative tab. So in the creative menu, you have all those tabs on the top and the bottom of the inventory screen. It's basically gonna that's that little snippet there is telling it where to put them in those creative tabs. So if you were creating food, you would put it in tab food. So if we go into here now, we should be able to go under combat, and we're going to see the sword. Go under tools, and we're going to see all the tools. But anyway, when I wrap this up, it's been going way too long. It's going too long as it is. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys either tomorrow or it's going to be Friday when this goes up. Or Wednesday when this goes up. So you might see me Friday instead of Thursday. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be out of town. I'll try and do some stuff. It's no problem recording them. It's actually uploading them that might be an issue. I'm not sure how well it's going to work. I'm not sure what the speed's like, especially if they're going to be hour-long tutorials like this. It's going to be a little bit, This is even this tutorial would take me at home a long time to upload. But anyway, yeah. So please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out mods.shackroom.com. You can I guess there's nothing really there yet. I got my food cultures mod up on there. I've been starting to write out the descriptions and things like that. I got a blog up on there, so I've been fixing things. Whenever I fix things, I post on there what I'm doing with my mods and things. I'm also creating a resource pack. You can check me out on the Minecraft forums. I'm posting on there, helping out people with this texture stuff. Right now, anyway, that's what I'm doing. But I'll be putting other stuff up. I'll be helping other people as well on there whenever I can. I'm developing something right now. Okay, so basically, I've been telling people to post their code on pastebin.com, but for some reason, I don't really like Pastebin. So what I'm doing is I'm creating my own little snippet or code hosting thing like that, except for it's going to be made just for Minecraft at the moment. It's not going to have anything else in it. It's just going to be pure Minecraft. It's going to be very basic at the beginning because it's only going to be in beta. But it's going to be allowed people to post code. They're going to get a link. They can send that link to anybody, and that person's going to use that link to view their code. It's going to be it's going to be secure and all the other stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. leave a like if this tutorial helped you. Leave a like. They do better than a view. It's not about views anymore, really. It's about how many likes and comments you get for your views that you have. So please comment, like the video if it helped you, and I'll see you guys either tomorrow or Friday.